Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about toxic forgiveness. So there's this idea lately that I've been playing with around toxic forgiveness. We are often so quick to feel like when we're hurt or we're wounded or when we've had a trauma that we need to rush to this place of forgiveness. And that if we don't find forgiveness, that somehow we can't resolve that or that we can't heal that. And that's just not true. Much like toxic positivity, we don't want to bypass the process of forgiveness. And one of the things we're not so good as in humanity is talking about the idea that we don't have to forgive something. And even if we choose not to forgive something, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to be bitter and jaded and wounded for the rest of our lives because of that. Unfortunately, the human experience does create situations that don't need to be forgiven because they're horrific and they're harmful and they're hurtful. So if we choose to forgive, or if we get to this place where eventually we feel like we've gotten to forgiveness, that's wonderful. But toxic forgiveness is this, I'm going to skip all the steps of actually working on it and just get to this place of forgiveness rather than actually processing what's happened to us. I think this is hard as well because other people expect this from us. How often do we hear, well, set yourself free by forgiving, or you must forgive them, or you have to forgive them, or you have to understand who they were. And that's just not true. We don't need to forgive something in order to work on it. Yes, forgiveness can set us free at times. Sometimes it can be a beautiful experience to forgive someone and understand what's happening. But that has to be because we want to, in our own time, in the unfolding of what forgiveness is. I often think that there actually isn't even really a good word in the English language to encompass the process of forgiveness, because it's often something we revisit over and over again, as well as we start to understand ourselves and others better. So I'd really encourage you not to jump immediately to that. And often, maybe catch yourself expecting it of other people as well. Because when we've been wronged and when we watch that other people have been wronged, that's a really uncomfortable feeling. And so rather than listening and witnessing where people are at, we often rush in to offer solutions and advice because we want someone else's pain to go away. We want to take it away from them. But in taking away that pain in the process, we're not allowing them to actually understand it in the way they need to. And yet most of us rush in to try to take that away. So it's okay to allow people to sit in it for as long as they need to sit in it, to revisit it as many times as they need to revisit it, to understand it at different times for different reasons. So I'd invite you to just play with this idea of toxic forgiveness. And do you expect it of other people? Do you expect it of yourself? Or can you just allow it to be what it is in the moment? I hope you found this helpful. I love it when you comment, like, and subscribe. It really does help me out. And we'll see you on the next video.